When we find ourselves completely immersed in concepts, ideas, prejudices, definitions, we often lose sight of obvious things. That is, for example, there is something that we as humans we cherish the most, and that is our capacity to manifest empathy, to be empathetic towards reality, towards everything around us. We have that capacity, okay? But unfortunately, the process of development that occurred in the process of civilization these weird things came out. And one of those things that came out of this process of civilization, as we say it, was the process of destroying our capacity to be empathetic towards reality. That is, the individualism has become the new religion and the strongest religion, because it's not a religion of the group, but a religion of the individual, of the person, of the ego. This distorted need of self-preservation mixed with a gigantic number of fictions created by our minds when we, during the process of our lives, we get in touch to material things, but most importantly, we learn from example, and we learn by looking at others. And when I say others, I say the other human beings, our fellow human beings. That would be the case. But the thing is that's a topic that really gets to me, because it appeals to my emotions, because when I see this lack of empathy in the world, it scares me. It scares me a lot, but at the same time, it shows me that if I am looking for that experience, if I'm looking for opportunities to be empathetic, that is a good thing, and each one of us can go after those situations. But listen to this. That is interesting. This is interesting because as older I get, I feel that I get more antisocial. That is not the thing. Is that it is not that I dislike people or I dislike being with people, being around people, because I feel more free when I am alone or with the people I care about. Or of course, there is selfishness, all right, but that is not the greatest part of it, of the phenomenon. You know what I mean? Because what is really happening is that the universe itself is working through the unconscious level, probably, and we are reacting to the world around us mostly at the unconscious level, and that unconscious level will drive our actions on the conscious level. One way or another, my friends, we can't deny that. For example, when we breathe, we can breathe consciously, but almost all of the time we are breathing unconsciously, and that regulates our lives. Think about that. But my friends, I'm just speaking freely, and that is the purpose of the channel. I want to keep this as free, as raw and free as it can be. I just want to give it out, you know what I mean, to share with you my feelings and my experiences. In this case, today I had this experience to think about empathy, and we should all think about that. How is our capacity to feel empathy? That's important. To recognize another being's existence and phenomenon. After all, we are all one. Everything is Mandala.